everyone. Welcome back to the Founders First Step podcast. Again, Noveen,
Sean, right
welcome
here.
back. It's been a while since we did podcasts.
It
It's
is.
been a couple of weeks, but we wanted you guys to enjoy that last one, that banger of an episode we gave you guys with a bunch of knowledge from Benji.
Was a great, I call it interview.
Yeah.
Great man with a lot of experience.
So yeah, hopefully you guys all gained something from that one. And today we kind of want to merge, taking action into risk management.
Exactly.
Because no business starts without any risk in life. So whether that's financial, mental, time, everything.
100%. You have, in order for you to see any movement in your life, you're not just gonna sit on the couch and wait for something to happen.
Of
You
course.
have to jump to the water. I know it's easy to say it, but actually taking an action, the first action, will be the hardest part.
Biggest risk you can
The
take.
biggest risk.
Yeah.
But Naveen, tell me.
You're right, because like when you take that first action, the motivation you get to finish your action, it's like you're going down a rabbit hole that you have to go down to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And what we want to talk about more necessarily today is like, the risks you have to take to get to where you want to be in life, whether that's financially again or the mental risk you have to take.
Right.
Sometimes you have to leave some people behind, whether that's, family, friends, anything like that to accomplish the goals you want to.
100%. And I don't want people to think it's only in an aspect of a business matter. It can be in relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be so many things that you're holding yourself personally. A personal growth that a lot of people are afraid to take the step and change their life in a sense. You know?
100%.
They're so afraid from their own shadow that they start telling themselves overthink and overthink, and they create this fear that doesn't exist for them to take this risk, which is very common. It is. We all faced that thing in the beginning. We did. And I'm going to give my own experience. I remember I said it in one of the late podcasts that I look back now and I see how many opportunities I missed in my life just because I was afraid to take a step. And after you take that first step, and we're going to talk over it, but I'm just going to say it short. After you take the first step and you see this is not as scary as you thought it is, you're like, wow, that's it. That's all it was. That's all it takes. And then this is what I feel right now. I could be in a so different place right now. And I didn't take that step. So the reason we're speaking about this is that you guys don't miss that opportunity in your life that you get. And take it everything serious, and sometimes you just have to, what I do with myself, I just do. I don't think. I just do.
Right.
And then I deal with the consequences.
That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. And your point is very true about, you miss out a lot of opportunities. And if you interview a lot of like the older generation, when it's coming to their last couple years of their life, their biggest fear in life was the actions that they didn't take, rather than the actions that they did take. And that's kind of growing on me. It's like, I don't want to be later in my life in a position always thinking like, what if I did that? I think it's worth the risk to try and fail, but at least
Exactly.
you did it, right?
You have an answer. Look, I'll tell you. Look in I'm gonna give an example. I love my parents. I love them. They mean a lot for me. But I didn't came from a rich family, and my parents, what I see, they didn't took the risks they should take to be in a better place. They didn't. And in my life, I see it like I'm fixing something that my family kind of did. There was always very secured and afraid to lose, and they hold themselves so afraid that I believe they miss so many opportunities to be in a better place in life, which I'm trying to, as their son, to deliver as much as I can for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so look at people surround you. Like, you want to be better, you know. You want to bring more to your kids. This is my life goal, you know. this is what motivated me to just take a risk, and hopefully when I have kids to deliver what I wanted for myself, but at the same time teach them that nothing comes easy in life. You have
100%.
to work for that. You have to I'm sorry, I don't want to use a bad language, but you have to eat the dust in order to be there. I know a
That's
very
100%.
rich man that owns shopping malls, and he's that wealthy that his kids doesn't need to work for 2 generations.
Wow. 3 generations.
Matter of fact, this is the house right there.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Private jets, everything, and he his kids want to go to corporation right away to work in his company. He told them no, you're gonna start working inside it. You're gonna go work in the warehouse. You're gonna do the shipment, and then little by little you're gonna grow. Or you don't come and sit in
Right.
the office and do like take over. You go be a worker, 9 to 5. Start as I started, and suffer
100%.
to get where I got.
100%. Because, what separates the biggest winners in life is the risk that they take.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, it kind of makes sense. Like, it's unfair for, his kids to
Exactly.
just come in and
He
jump
loved
into
his
the driver's
kids.
seat. Yeah.
He loves his kids.
And it shows that he loves his kids more, that he
Mhm.
wants them to develop first
Exactly.
before just going straight again into the captain's seat. You don't, there will be times that if you do that, if you just, let's say put your kids or whoever straight into the seat that they don't kind of deserve yet, there will be times that they will face challenges and they will look to other people because they can't rely on themselves.
Mhm.
And you need to, we all need to build that reliability on ourselves, most importantly first. Without that, you will struggle and you will contemplate, why am I doing this?
Exactly.
Is this built for me?
And you're learning a lot from that. You're learning a lot from those. I'll call it a baby step, and you
Yeah.
wanna learn. You wanna have your um, you wanna at the end of the day to have your brain trained. You wanna train your brain to be unbeatable. That's the
100%.
idea. You wanna be that strong that your skin is like a crocodile skin, that you don't care what people think. You don't care how you look. Look at social media. I just post.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll be honest. If I start watch again and again and again before I post, I might have gonna say, oh, let me change this, let me change this. I know myself, but I just
Yeah.
send it out. Like whatever happens, and this is what you guys need to do. And this is what I found myself. I like very much. You just don't think too much. Just take an action.
So it's almost like you're saying one of the biggest risks that you're currently taking and a lot of people should take is not even about like a financial standpoint. It's more of a mental standpoint. It's
Mhm.
like stop thinking about like what everyone else thinks and stop, trying to hide in a hole when I should be taking risks that I don't think I can accomplish, but I should still go for it because it'll teach me something new.
100%. Yeah, nothing to do with financial. That will lead for financial down the road. But as of right now, the people I've been experienced, the people I was walking, surrounding with, even people that close to me, there was number one fear they are facing is what people are gonna think. What people will say they're gonna look. Oh, they're gonna, I don't know, they're gonna zoom the photo and gonna see how I look, and I have some, what is it called? The old people have that thing here, that lines here, you're getting old.
Wrinkles.
Wrinkles, come on. Nobody cares. And if somebody cares, so what? So what?
Yeah. Well, we talked about this in the last couple
Yeah.
episodes. We said, there was some guy did an experiment where he just sat on the floor in the middle of a school campus, like, and started just talking to the sky, and he realized, people paid attention for about 4 seconds,
And they go with
and then they just deal with their own life. And yeah, that's a risk we all have to kind of take to put ourselves out there and not, care about what other people think. But let's say someone has already overcome that fear. They don't care. They have the mentality. But let's say they want to start a business. They want to start, whatever they have in their head. But they're, financially it's tight. What about risk management in terms of that aspect? My standpoint on the fact is it's worth putting a lot of, what you currently have, as long as you can have the essentials, which is a roof over your head, the food to eat, and basic utilities. Other money is worth risking, taking risk with it. It will come back. It's not gone forever, and it's like a lottery ticket. I would say, like, you put your money in hopes to make millions back.
100%. Nothing is guaranteed. Nobody, no one will come and promise you, okay, you do this formula, it's gonna work 100%. No, I'll be honest with you. I met rich people. Some of them told me it's about luck too. It's about luck.
Yeah.
It's not only that, but you guys have to understand the accomplish here. When you, let's assume you want to do something financially, you have to put in your head. Of course, we're working to make money. We're working to build something. But when it, the way I train my head, it's the accomplishing I'm trying to achieve. It's not financially, oh, I'm gonna make a profit out of it. It's the goals of bringing this idea to reality, funding this business, funding this company, bring it to the business, cooperate it. This is the way I see it. And then from there, when I deliver my expectation, then now I'm getting even more motivated now to go to generate the money, So just the way you have to like program your head. Don't look on the dollar sign. Okay, of course we do everything for money, but you have to when you have a passion to build something, build a business, you like looking yourself like you're building something big, that you're building yourself basically. So don't look on the money, because if you do this only for the money, it's wrong.
You have to have some passion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people can smell you when you're so passionate talking about your business and with excitement. People see, wow, he believes in his dream and this, and it's even more attractive to work with you. When I come to a person in a real estate, like I'm so motivated, I'm so happy, I'm so like tack, 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 they feel the energy unconscious. Like, oh, he's enjoying what he's doing. He loves what he's doing. I want to work with someone that is honor his business. He knows the game.
Yeah.
So people feel it, people smell it, especially when you work with like customers, like with general people. I mean, you have to focus on um, building and bringing up, found this company, found your business, and put all your energy into it with a lot of passion. And statistically, what I checked worked for me,
Okay.
works.
Right. So you're saying if you have the passion behind it and you're willing to take it to the end, use your money and fund your idea.
Yeah. Look, idea leads to another idea.
Yeah.
Start something. I promise you, when you start something, more opportunity will come.
100%.
But you have to start. Don't expect. Oh, okay. I didn't expect to meet this person, but this person, I don't know, reached me out on social media out of somehow he saw my advertising, whatever, and he likes the product. Just start a step, and a step lead to a step. I know people feel like they're getting stuck. Change strategy. Change way. Things come naturally, okay? But you have to be focused on like your passion, like put a positive energy to it.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's 100% right. I mean, if you take a look at the biggest companies ever, like Google, Facebook, all of these companies, when they first started out, they were something completely different than what they look like now.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It's because they decided, we're going to start with this idea, and as we go, we're going to grow, and we're going to get better, and we're going to innovate, and we're going to make new things. Nobody starts a business and knows what the final end goal is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just go day by day,
Cruise.
challenge by challenge, problem by problem, until you figure out what works best for you. But that to that point is, take the risks, in all aspects of life, and you never know what can happen. You never know what door leads to the next door. And I'll say that, like we started, it's better than just sitting on the couch and doing nothing,
Yes. Guys, I have a lot of faith in God. And doesn't matter if you believe in God or not, but take advantage of yourself, Thank God you're waking up in the morning. You have two hands, two legs
Absolutely.
to walk. I understand there's a lot, the percentage of the depression people every year going up, because people overcharge themselves and getting into depression because they're always questioning themselves and basically they're locking their energy to flow. And I want those people to listen to this podcast, and I want you guys to hear out from the other side of the mountain. Um, everyone going through stuff. Everyone
Yeah.
going through moment in life. The idea behind this, that I believe God put us in those kind of tests, is to see how you react and how you handle the situation.
1000%.
You have to honor the moment you're here and see how can you become better person and better person and better person. Stop focusing on the negative. I know life is hard. Life is not easy. We struggle a lot. Everybody did. Nobody just woke up to have a good life. No one.
100%.
Whatever you see social media, all this BS, people showing you only the good things. You don't know what's going on behind doors, you know.
Right.
But God, you've been judged by God how you handle those moments in life. Okay, my deal didn't work out. All right, maybe something better will come. Thank God, thank you God for the lesson. I'm gonna learn from it. Now I know what not to do next time. Instead of, oh, I'm bad, oh, everything bad to me, what's happened to me? What? No, cut. Process. Thank you God for this moment. Let me see what can I learn from that. Let me see where is my lesson in this situation, and let me use it for the next action.
Yeah.
Look at it like this. Make it easier.
I agree. I think the man above would never put you in a position that he doesn't think you can handle.
I like that. Exactly.
You know, and every day is a challenge. But what you said is what gets me through my day personally is like waking up and being, I do have two hands. I do have two legs. I have what I have. I have a good family. And just that, telling myself that every single day, the second I wake up, gets me in a good mood. And that's when I tell myself, I'm making a choice to be happy today. You have a choice to do what you want with your actions, and I promise you, if you tell yourself today's going to be a bad day, you're not going to make the right choices you should in that day.
100%.
So if you wake up and tell yourself, I am happy, I am grateful, I will accomplish what I need to accomplish, you will get, even if you don't complete everything you wanted to, you'll get more done than the guy with the negative mindset that, wakes up at 1:30 p.m., doesn't know what to do with his life. So wake up grateful, wake up knowing that you're going through the challenges because you're stronger than anybody else.
Yeah.
Right? And
And
and know that any risk you take, you take it in the moment, but you were always meant to take that risk above. The man above was always letting you take that risk from the beginning because you're built for it.
of course.
But if you're not built for it, and I say this all the time, and I see this in the interviews a lot too with these billionaires, and they say, "Is entrepreneurship made for everyone?" No, I don't think it's made for everyone. I think some people just can't handle the risk, and that is okay.
It is.
As long as you again wake up grateful and thankful and happy, doesn't matter what you're going through, you will be set in life.
Wake up in a feeling that you're worthy, that you're adding something to this world, whatever. Because I believe if I sit with everyone one on one, I see where is the potential. You know what? I'm a humble person, but I know what I'm good at. I know how to feel people potential. I know how when I build a system, I know how to put this person to do this person to do this, and this person to do this. Everyone has a potential, even if you're not aware of. Investigate.
Right.
Go deep on yourself. What do you like? I face this in my life. My high school didn't go well as I expected. I never finished it. And you have to think about the next day, what am I going to do? I don't know any job I wanted to do. I barely have a degree to be accepted to be a whatever, lawyer, doctor. And the pressure from the parents to become someone. It's all mixed, and I went through this, and I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do for a living? I don't know what I like. I was so confused. I didn't know. And I started sitting with myself. What I like. Where I can squeeze myself so I have more potential to grow. And I investigate, I sit with myself days and days and days. I try to build something within myself, and I found it. Dig in yourself. You have to bring your passion out because it's worth something. Right. It's worth. Don't afraid to take this step. I believe I believe that that with the everyone have a value, and you will be need for some certain position, certain um, group, whatever.
Right.
You just need to find the right place.
1000%. Yeah. I mean, makes sense. You just got to know what you love and how you can, like you said, fit in and get the job done. Again, everything is not about the money side of it. You know, start with down here. What do you love to do? And you know, we just want to say that you can find what you love and take the risks on it, and you will get to the places you want to be.
Yes.
Whether that is starting a business or that's just getting a job. It doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there.
Uh huh.
And you love what you do.
And you know, I like to talk about things that people don't like to talk about, but as a human being, it's very, very nature for us to look on the others people job, others people life. How do they do this? How do they got there? Even people around us, people we're walking with, how we got to this position. And I think what's wrong here, we too focus on others people's job, on, and we have to start focusing on our job. Because when you start questioning, why he's better, why he got this, why he got this, you basically made yourself inside feel like you're not worth like him, and you basically hurting yourself inside and damaging your self-esteem. You have to start focusing on looking from the outside. Take from that as a motivation. See this person waking up every day in the morning, have a lot of responsibility, still commitment to what he has to commit, even he doesn't see result. Look in this part, and you can reach there. I believe everyone with the right mindset can be whatever he wants to be. 100%. Put me one-on-one with someone, hours. I'll sit with him. I'll prove him that he's wrong, and he can be in the position he wants to be.
It all starts up here.
All starts there.
All starts up there.
This is the most excellent investment you can ever do in life. It's train your head and your mental health. There's
Right.
nothing better than this. And then from there, everything flow. You become unbeatable when your
Yeah.
mind is so strong.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be a good podcast if we didn't debate a little bit. But I believe training the mind, a lot of it comes from reading books. I know you're against me on that one.
I'm not against. I don't like reading. I can't reading books, but I honor people reading books. I can't. It's hard for me.
I think this one of the smallest risks you can take, but will benefit you so much, is just going and purchasing a book that you think will help you sharpen you, or whatever. Going, just if you want to do it risk free, go watch a YouTube video or a video that explains the breaking points, the mentality shifts that you need to have.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is such an interesting field when you start thinking about the mind and how to sharpen it. You get lost, in this like infinite matter of space of just knowledge and just mindset shifts that it's like it can happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
You read it once, you hear it once, and you can do it right then and there. And that's the craziest part. Is like you don't need to train for years and years and years to become this genius.
Uh-huh.
You can see it once and say it out loud and do the action, and life just changes,
Mm-hmm.
And again, what we're trying to urge is risk comes in many different forms. Risk comes in the form of just training yourself and taking time out of your day to learn something that you never thought would benefit you in life. But trust me, reading that book or watching that podcast or learning from that entrepreneur will greatly change your life. And it's
100%.
one of the lowest cost risks with the highest potential upside, because you can't track how much this impacts your life. When instead, if you're running ads or something and you put in $20, it'll tell you how much money you made back.
Mm-hmm.
But this, you give up time and you get back something that isn't definable, but you know it's the right thing and
Exactly.
can lead to infinite potential.
100%. That's so good.
It,
It's so true. When you think about it deeply, it's so true, you know. Part of it is making a commitment with yourself. And when you make a commitment with yourself and basically building yourself a certain routine, like in the military, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Even if I'm tired, even if I'm lazy,
yeah.
I'm gonna do it. If you beat your emotion and control it and doesn't let you. Wait, I'm gonna say it again. If you don't let your emotion control you and you control them, you beat the game.
Yep.
Congratulations, you're there. And when you made this commitment with yourself, even when you tired, you're tired. Even when you want to go sleep late, whatever, and you still stand behind your word, this is where the magic starts. This is where it starts.
Yeah. Of course. And I say this to everybody is we go through life and we all lie a couple of times. We lie to other people, but and we don't feel bad about it. But I believe the worst lie you can ever tell is to tell yourself and lie to yourself to say I'm going to show up and do this, or I'm going to be here and be for this person or do this, and you're not there. That's the worst, because again, you can lie to anybody in this world, but you shouldn't lie to yourself. And that starts with accountability. Can I say this and then follow up on this? I'll give my little trick, secret tip is if it's an event or an accomplishment I need to make happen, I don't just say it to myself, but I write it down every morning. Journaling, writing it down, repeating it out loud, saying it in my head, and telling myself over and over and over again to know and remind myself that if there's anyone in this world I'm not going to lie to, it's not going to be myself. And I'm going to show up. And that's how you build character. When you say you're going to do something to yourself, you show up. Because it's so easy to tell you, hey, I'm going to meet you at the gym at 7 o'clock. And then you call me at 6:50. You're like, are you coming? I'm like, oh, I'm coming. Don't worry. But when you don't get that phone call that says, are you showing up? And now you have a mental battle of, I have the choice. I have the easiest choice to not show up rather than show up. But yet, you call yourself and you tell yourself, I'm going to be there. That's the challenge and accountability that you need in this life. And again, this is all comes to stuff with that's mental. How does this tie into risk? Because how can you risk something so valuable to you, specifically like money? How can you risk money and then not show up for yourself the days that you need to be there? You know?
Love that one.
You need to show up.
Look, I believe people will watch this and see what we're saying because we truly speak from our heart. Everything we went through made us what we are today. All this crisis. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go through this. You should. You should. This is part of training your brain, your mental, your mental. We're just giving you tools to show you there is a way out. There is something after that. I was there. I was waking up to this world and I only see blocks. That's all I knew. Waking up, playing video game, eating snacks, junk food all day. Don't go to school. Maybe I went one. The last year I came once and that's it. They didn't even want to give me the diploma. And I was only with myself. I had no friends to talk with. Nobody. No one. And that made me a monster. A monster. In a good way.
Yeah.
You know? A monster in a good way. Like, it was only me and I. I don't care about anything. My life getting stuck. I need a change. I see my parents suffering because of me. That I'm not taking my life serious and I'm not there. And then when your parents start, your people from your school, they're in a different place, you even more drive you crazy when comparisons start coming up. and I was like only listen to myself. Like I'm gonna be focusing every day what I'm offering to this world. God give me a gift. I just need to find it. I just need to see where is my value squeezing where. And that's what you should do. Is same thing. Be with yourself. I love talking with myself. People say I'm crazy. Say I'm crazy. My wife say I'm crazy. We talk to ourselves. My best friend is myself.
Yeah.
Listen to my opinion. Be calm. See what is the next step. And you grow mentally as well. You know, people around you feel more supported, and it's all it's like it's a package together. You know, they feel it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And I think what you realized is that, no one was coming to help you. No one was
No
coming
one.
to save you. And, we could talk about it all day long. We could say it all day long. Oh, you need to realize no one's going to help you. You got to do it on your own. You got to show up for yourself. It's one thing to hear it, but it's one thing to experience it. And it's something that no amount of words or no amount of preaching can teach you.
Mm-hmm.
That you need to go through this experience, similar to this experience, and struggle and be mentally overloaded and realize and to the point where you think there's no way out. But then you see the glimpse
Mm-hmm.
of light, and then you realize, you know what? Let's stack these wins. Let's get to what we need to. Let's risk what we need to, and manage. Again, risk management. You need to manage risk. Don't go blow everything away because you had a dream. But
Keep trying.
keep trying. Go through the challenges that you need to.
A winner, it's a loser that
Yep.
try one more time.
Absolutely. That picture of everyone's talking about it. The picture of the guy with the pickaxe, and he's like mining. Have you seen that?
No.
No. Well, there's a picture. I think they've seen it, but there's a picture of a guy that's mining. There's two guys, one above, one below. One quit when there was 1 inch left between him and the diamonds, and he quit.
I see it.
And then the guy
With
on
the
the
shovel.
bottom, yep, and the
I
guy
saw
on the
that one.
bottom didn't quit, and he got to the diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is just play the game more.
Yep.
That's the name to the
nice way
game.
to say it.
That's the name to the game. You got to just try harder. I mean, I guess just think about it for 1 second. If you had a million years of life and all you did every day was try a new business and put all your effort into it, you think for a million years you wouldn't find something that works? And I've always heard it's the ideas that people think that don't work that end up working.
They're working. I love
Why?
that.
Because the ideas that they think work, they overthought it.
Mm-hmm.
They work the idea. When you say, I just dive straight into things, kind of like those are the ideas that work the best. When you just spontaneously wake up, that kind of actually sounds like a good idea. I'm not going to
Let's do
overthink it. I'm just going to start it. And I'm going to face the problems as I go. Because again, like nothing in life, you will never get a better experience of actually facing the challenges instead of thinking about the challenges and how you're going to solve the problem.
Mm-hmm. I love that one.
That's just what it is. But, you need to, again, take the risks mentally first, I think. First, you need to think straight. Then you can start thinking about, okay, how am I going to distribute my money into making profits? I'll give my example. I started a Amazon business with one of my buddies, and we put up $5,000 in total, and that business didn't end up going to where we thought it would, unfortunately, but the lessons I learned along the way were something that no amount of money could have paid me. I ended up learning how to start a business and LLC and everything, whatnot, and, at the time, it was a lot of money for me, but I'm super glad I took the risk because that single risk taught me that I am capable of taking another risk. And that's something most people don't think about. And that's a lesson for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That first risk, that first business, that first idea, starting it and actually seeing your money go to something, seeing your time and your thoughts go to something, it sets you up to be like, you know what, no problem that this didn't work. I got something else. I got another idea. Let's go for it.
Always lead to something else. Always another something good.
Yep.
And because your brain start opening to more channels. Look at like this. Like you go to a business direction and it's like antenna. Like the antenna start opening antenna like
Yeah.
opening more channel for you to come. Oh,
Yeah.
here. Like real estate. Then we're thinking about so many stuff. App, this, like, things coming up.
Right.
And I think it's beautiful, and just do the first step and reach us out later, see how it goes.
Yeah, let
For
us know. I
sure.
mean, again, like founder's first step, the whole idea is we want you guys to found an idea that you have stuck in your head, and we were trying to teach you everything you need to know about that first step. We always talked about, surrounding yourself in the right environment, social media. What else did we talk about? That, and
Ooh.
well, now we're talking about risk management, but these are all the foundation, the bricks to start, your idea. And you need to keep all this in mind, right? We come here, we say that you need to dive straight in, but you also need to, in the back of your mind, know that these challenges will show up, and you're going to be tasked like, let's say, for example, you start a business, you're going to do mobile car washing. And then you thought like clients are just going to fly out the door, but now you realize, oh shoot, I actually kind of have to run ads. And I don't have that much money, but it's going to cost me $500 to run an ad for 1 week. Again, you got to manage what you have and what you're willing to risk. Nobody can do this besides yourself, I would say.
Yeah, but we're not telling you like go do a stupid step or something like that. Like just do a step.
Yeah.
Everything starts with your mind. Sit down with yourself. That's the best advice we can give. Listen to your needs. There's another person inside is you. It's your brain. You need to hear yourself. Investigate. Don't be in a rush. Stop looking at other people's life. Oh, I have to catch up. Oh, is this. Hold on. Everyone has his moments in life. You have your time to be there. I have my time to be there. It's about time as well. Be patient. I promise you. I honor God. I know. I believe in God that everything has its time. When I feel like I'm stuck, okay, I have to stop and see why I'm stuck. What I'm learning from it. What is my escape from here? Listen to your heart. Stop. We are full of emotion. And it makes sense. We're a human being. Absolutely makes sense. But don't let it control you. Don't let it stop your actions. Because emotion always like, oh, what happened if I do this? Oh my God. Oh, hold on. Take a deep breath. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Stop let it control you.
You know what they say? Emotion is the biggest killer of motion.
Yeah.
Your emotions are what's stopping you from going to the next step.
Definitely.
And you need to. I think what we're getting at, the idea that we're getting at, is your emotions and your mindset is a more of a bigger risk than your money.
Of course.
Because the money will always come back.
And you control it too.
Yeah, you control it. But in the moment, emotions, they just show up. And you have to learn how to overcome them. And again, back to our point that you will never get a better idea of how that will feel. Like, you won't know what that feels like unless you're in it.
Exactly.
Unless you're in the situation. How do you get in the situation? By starting the idea that you want to start and taking the risk. So it's like it always comes back to the first step of getting started and dealing with the problems later.
Exactly. Don't deal with a problem that not exist yet. We are overthinker people. I'm still those days like this, and I keep controlling myself. Like the problem is not exist yet. Do not think of it. When it comes, then we break our head out to do it. Let it go.
That's a good way of thinking about it.
Let it go. If it comes, we'll deal with that. It's not exist.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I can say, and I want to say something at the end that everyone that's watching this, we both on social media, love and happy, talk to people, people that want to be heard and want to have some, they have some barrier in their life, and there's, if you guys need some lift up or anything like this, we always here. We're trying to do this podcast more often.
Yeah.
um, and we supporting, we're trying to support people, and this is supporting us. At the end of the day, I believe in working together as improving ourselves. For me, learning from this podcast a lot,
Yeah.
and people that are watching it
Yeah.
learning a lot from that. That
100%.
this is my goal.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to come up here and act like we're 65. You know,
No,
we're young. Like, how old are you again?
I'm
Just
24.
24. I'm 20. So, listen, like we may talk like we're 60, but we're kind of all just learning this as we go together.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of this podcast. Is like most times when you look at these podcasts, you're talking to these billionaires that have lived their life, not the people trying to still go through their life. So that that's again that's the beauty of it, is that we're learning together,
Exactly.
and we do want to help as many people as we can, because like you just said, this podcast right here, every episode I learned something for the next episode.
Same.
I'm learning as we're going. I'm not perfect. I'm still not perfect. I never
Nobody's
will be perfect.
No one is perfect.
Right? But I think this is helping us get better as a people. We're
100%.
challenging ourselves,
Exactly. This
We're
is
not-
a challenge for us,
Before we kind of met each other, we were kind of both scared of the camera, I would say.
Yes, it was weird for me to talk to camera and talk to each other like something is
Yeah.
recording, and then when you watch it and like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, actually, when you watch it, it's kind of worse than what you think. But then you realize, just post it.
Just post it.
Yeah.
Don't think too much. That's what I do, and I'm learning it 100%. We're learning a lot every podcast. New topic comes up, and I take it with me after. I train myself even more. Like, oh, Sean, you say that now, you have even to do it even more.
Yeah.
So I love the idea of doing this, and hopefully we keep doing this consistently, and
Yeah.
always be here.
Of course. Like for example, but another thing I learned is like my speech patterns. This has helped me a lot about, before I say something, I actually think about it. And I pause on it. You see these pauses? Most of the times I'd be like, so like,
Yes.
this and, yeah, you see that?
Process.
So there's everything in this life is a learning lesson.
Mhm.
This is our learning lesson. But we're also trying to motivate and inspire you guys that are watching. We may not have a lot of people now watching, but in hopes, fingers crossed, that one day when our name is everywhere, people will come back and watch these episodes and be like, damn, they kind of sucked back then. They kind of sucked compared to now. But, right, that's the goal. We're trying to get better every day.
Exactly.
And, we've said this on the other podcast too, like get better just 1% every day. That is the goal. If you can wake up one day and go to sleep that same night and tell yourself, I got better in the most minuscule way, that was a successful
Yes.
day, right? Whether that's mentality, or you face a challenge and you got through the challenge, or you face a challenge and you didn't go through the challenge, but you still learned something,
Exactly.
right?
That's still a progress.
Yep.
Every day.
Every day's a
day.
learning lesson.
Uh-huh.
So,
Is anything else we can add for them?
I mean, kind of running into some roadblocks here. We're running out of some ideas, but again, just the idea is, well, the whole idea of this podcast, this episode, is going to be, again, manage your risks. Don't let them control you. Do not let them control you. And, again, we'd like to give people a guiding step. My step, personally, might different from yours, but, go purchase a book. Currently I'm reading Atomic Habits, amazing book. You learn a lot. Again, habit stacking, that's kind of what I'm learning right now. Like one habit that I have is, making my bed every single day in the morning. But what I can do is transition that, hey, I did this habit. This is a good habit. Let me go ahead and go in the sun for 10 minutes in the morning to wake up. And it's like, just this simple book, training my mind, has helped my mornings get more successful. And what was the risk? The risk was maybe like $7 off of Amazon. That was my risk. So,
Did you read the book Poor Dad, Rich Dad?
I've heard about it, but I haven't read it.
I heard about it a lot. Again,
Yeah.
I'm not read. I don't read books, but I heard a lot of recommendation on this one. I would
Yeah.
like if you can read it and bring it to
Maybe.
the podcast because I heard it's really good.
Maybe I should do that. Our podcast should turn into like I read a book and we talk about it. But
Well, this is you see, this is the proof right here.
yeah,
We got the idea out of nowhere. This is actually
this
a good
is-
idea.
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
That should. This is not scripted, by the way. We do not have a. You think we're just seeing ourselves here, just so we know that everything's working.
That's a good one.
But we don't have scripts. We think of this. We think of this on the
That's a
fly,
good
on the
idea.
go. So yeah, but again, that would be my first. Risk. My first step into risk management is maybe get a book and learn to train yourself mentality wise into becoming a better person. I mean, what do you think? You guys?
This is a great idea. I like it. This, like bringing some idea from book and simplify it to people in our language. When I mean my language, this generation language.
Yeah.
Because again, personally for me, I can't read books. But when someone talking my language, easy to understand, makes me feel even more better.
Right.
So if we can deliver together the message in our language, I think it will be helpful for everyone.
Oh yeah. Some of these books are written in some like weird English.
Word that I never heard.
Yeah. And it's like so confusing. But again, why I love books is because they teach history, and the whole reason why we learn history is to never make the same mistake twice.
Mistakes.
So.
That's a good one.
But I think that's about it. I mean, just
Yes.
make sure you manage your risks, not financially wise, but in all aspects of life.
Start there. Start with your head.
Yeah.
Everything start there.
It's all up there. So
It's a really good podcast.
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot. We spoke about important things.
it's been a while. Yes, it's been a couple of weeks since we did one.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully you guys can learn something from this one. Again, we're gonna try to stay consistent with it. We'd really appreciate if you guys dropped a comment of ideas that you guys want us to talk about.
Ideas, questions.
Yeah, we're trying to aim for 1 hour long podcast episodes. Also, if you guys just hit the subscribe button and the like button, that would appreciate us to get our name out there.
Exactly.
But please do message us, do send us comments. Most of the people that watch us, they already know us. But if you're watching this and you don't know who we are, let us know what we want to talk about. And
Yeah.
again, my name is Noveen,
Sean right here.
and we really appreciate everyone that comes and watches our episodes. Like, thankfully, like everyone that reaches here. Hey, if you guys got to this point right here, comment W in the comment section. We know who you are watching the episodes all the
Exactly.
way. So
You do something good.
yeah, you learned something. If they didn't learn something, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I can go home.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right,
again,
that's
thank you
good.
guys so much for watching,
Thank you
and
for watching.
we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.